Maybe this is you. You want to go to the gym, but every time you do, even the thought of it, it makes you extremely socially anxious. I got a comment asking for any advice for someone who is genuinely motivated, but is socially anxious. So I'll read the comment here. The problem is that I struggled to go alone. I'm a bit introverted and socially anxious. I tried going by myself, but after 2 exercises I left because I just couldn't continue alone. And for a lot of people, this is an extremely realistic issue that people face. And even for me personally, this is the reason I'm actually making this is because it resonates with me so much. So when I first started going to the gym, there were multiple sections of the gym. So there was one area with the free weights, one area with machines, one area that was like a stretching room, and then another stretching room that also had a bench rack as well. And so I was like really scared of going into the free weight room because everyone there looked like just really aggressive people. Like I didn't feel safe, I was like, oh, what if they're judging me? What if they think I'm stupid and an idiot for trying to work out because I'm so skinny? And so what I did is I managed to force myself to go. I would only sit in the stretching room, where there was basically nobody there except maybe like an old person, and I would like stand there and do bicep curls because I was just so afraid of standing in the free weight room in case someone thought I looked stupid. Of course, now though, I don't have any problems with this, and it took a really long time to get used to this point. I think the most important thing is getting comfortable in the gym. So yes, you probably thought, oh, well, this place is really scary. The gym's scary. I mean, realistically speaking, you'll be the smallest guy at the gym, probably be the weakest as well. Probably will do some exercises with improper form, and you might feel like everyone is just staring at you, no matter what you do. Nobody really cares. Like, most people there are just trying to get their workout on. They don't really care about like other people, as long as the other people aren't going to hurt them or attack them or drop a dumbbell in their face, right? Most people are completely focused on their own workouts and don't even pay a single thought of attention to what you're doing. Even if you're doing something that's wrong, they don't really care. If you've ever watched any videos online regarding this topic, one of the things that people will tell you is that the biggest guy is the nicest. And as cliche and annoying as it is to hear, it's actually extremely true. For example, the biggest guy at my gym, well, honestly, he has this really stern face whenever he's actually lifting, because that's how you actually lift, right? You lift strong focus. You might not think about the face that you're making, but actually talking to him, he's like a little bundle of joy. Very unserious, very casual, very friendly. But you would never know that unless you talk to him. But okay, great. Yeah, that's my story. How can you stop feeling anxious at the gym? Take a really small step. Like, the first step, to buy the membership, then you walk in, then you warm up or something, do an exercise, do another exercise, do another exercise, and until you completely finish your workout. Okay, so here's my first tip. Have a workout plan already made. You don't need to buy a program from a personal trainer. My suggestion would be to search up full body programs on Google and then pick the first one. If you don't know how to do an exercise, search it up on YouTube, watch a bunch of guides to make sure your form improves over time, right? Because it's natural for your form to not be good in the beginning, but over time you should expect it to get better. And if we recall the comment that I was talking about before, this person said, I tried going by myself, but after 2 exercises I left because I just couldn't continue alone. So 2 exercises, I would assume that's not your whole workout. My advice to this person was to actually just slowly add up the amount of time you can spend in the gym. So let's say you could only do 15 minutes. You're thinking like, okay, I went to the gym for 15 minutes today and then I got really scared, so I went home. So my suggestion would be next time, just go for 16 minutes, just 1 minute longer. And you might be like, oh, well, doesn't sound so bad. And if that doesn't sound so bad, then go for 17. If 17 doesn't sound so bad, then go for 20. You just need to very slowly increase the amount of volume, not volume, but like physical time and the amount of exercises that you're doing. So slowly increasing it will help you to realize going to the gym is not that scary once you have slowly naturalized yourself into the culture, I guess. Okay, my next tip would be to go when it is not busy. If you think about this, one of the biggest fears is that a lot of people are looking at you, they're staring at you, they're stopping their sets to look at you because you're such an idiot or something. Obviously that's not true. If that is one of the feelings that you have, you feel scared that other people are staring at you, something I would recommend is to go when it's not busy. So if it's a lower concentration of other people, then there's going to be less people staring at you and less things to worry about. Okay, next thing, if you can, go with a friend or someone else who's also motivated. I wouldn't recommend forcing someone who isn't really motivated into it, because if they aren't motivated to be there, then they won't have fun or enjoy it. If the person you're going with isn't having fun or enjoying it, then you're probably going to have less fun as well. It'll be just less enjoyable, right? So find someone, a friend, a colleague, coworker, something like that, someone you can trust. Maybe it would be best if they actually already had been working out. That way they have experience. And I mean, if you already have this situation, then that's the most ideal scenario, because for a lot of people, they're completely alone, right, when they first try it. So you're quite lucky if you do have someone that can show you the ropes, show you the different areas of the gym, show you different exercises and the form and how to do them perfectly. Okay, the next thing and the final one is, this one doesn't apply to everyone. It depends on the gym that you're at. But a lot of gyms, for the first time that you go, they will give you the option for a free or maybe like a $5 orientation. So one of the personal trainers, they'll take you under their wing for like 30 minutes or an hour. They'll show you all the different machines and sections and areas of the gym. They'll be like, okay, this is a place that you can do this exercise. Here's how to do the form. Here is the basic idea, what muscles it trains. And they might even give you some guidance on what kind of programs you can make. So if your gym offers this orientation, this is actually what I did when I went to it for the first time. This is something I can recommend. The personal trainers are only there to help you, and they'll give you pretty good advice on little details. And you can even ask them how to overcome anxiety in the gym. They would probably know the best, because they've worked with hundreds of people. Some of them more nervous, some of them more confident. So they would know the patterns, the ideas, really just about everything to do with the gym. And the final thing that I would recommend is that most people, they aren't really at the level where they could spend an hour at the gym, right? If you're someone, you could only spend 15 minutes because it was too scary, right? It happens. 15 minutes is still 15 minutes. Now, over time, you'll obviously want to increase that, but even just the first 15 minutes, even just getting to the gym for 15 minutes is better than not going, right? Okay, so I hope that really helps anyone who feels that whenever they try and go, they just get a little afraid. The social anxiety and nervousness gets to them. It really just comes with time. You just have to spend more time at the gym. You'll get used to it. You'll naturalize into it. And you have to recognize that if you can't overcome your social anxiety when it comes to the gym, you will probably never achieve your goals. So all I will say to you is, take the first step today, move forward, slowly build into it, but make sure that it's not, oh, well, I'll do it tomorrow. No, do it today.